Good morning. Are you one of the millions, maybe even billions of people who start their day with a fresh hot cup of coffee on an empty stomach? It's a ritual for so many of us. That first sip feels like the official start to the day. But what if I told you that this seemingly harmless habit might be quietly messing with your hormones, your digestion, your blood sugar, and even your stress levels? Now, before you panic and think I'm here to take away your beloved coffee, don't worry, I'm not. I love coffee too. The goal isn't to make you quit. The goal is to make you smarter about how you drink it. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the science of what actually happens inside your body when coffee is the very first thing to hit your stomach in the morning. And more importantly, I'll share simple, effective ways to fix this habit so you can keep enjoying your coffee without the negative side effects. So, let's get right into it. What exactly happens when that hot liquid gold hits your empty stomach? First, let's talk about your gut. Coffee is acidic, and it stimulates your stomach to produce even more hydrochloric acid. Normally, your stomach produces this acid to break down food, but when there's no food there to act as a buffer, all that extra acid can start to irritate the sensitive lining of your stomach and your entire digestive tract. Think of it like pouring a mild acid on a surface without any protection. Over time, this can lead to discomfort, heartburn, and in more serious cases, it could contribute to issues like gastritis or even ulcers, but the effects go way beyond just your stomach. The moment you drink coffee, your body gets a signal to release cortisol. You've probably heard of cortisol. It's often called the stress hormone. It's part of your body's natural fight-or-flight response. A little bit of cortisol is good. In fact, your cortisol levels are naturally at their highest in the morning, right after you wake up. This is what helps you feel alert and ready to start your day. The problem is, when you drink coffee on an empty stomach, you're pouring gasoline on that fire. You're telling your body to produce even more cortisol at a time when it's already peaking. This can send your system into overdrive. Instead of feeling pleasantly alert, you might feel jittery, anxious, or even experience heart palpitations. You're essentially tricking your body into a state of high stress before your day has even begun. This artificial stress response can leave you feeling frazzled and on edge, rather than calm and focused. Now let's dig a little deeper into cortisol and your hormones, because this is a really big piece of the puzzle. Your adrenal glands, which are these tiny glands that sit on top of your kidneys, are responsible for producing cortisol. When you constantly demand they pump out extra cortisol every single morning, you put a huge strain on them. Think about it like revving your car's engine into the red zone every single time you start it. Eventually, something's going to wear out. This chronic overstimulation of cortisol can lead to a state known as adrenal fatigue or HPA axis dysfunction. Your body becomes less sensitive to cortisol's effects. What does this mean for you? Well, it leads to a classic pattern. You feel wired and anxious in the morning, but then you experience a massive energy crash in the afternoon. You might feel like you need another cup of coffee just to make it through the day, which only continues the vicious cycle. This is why some people can drink a whole pot of coffee and still feel tired. Their body has adapted to the constant cortisol spikes, and it just doesn't respond the same way anymore. This hormonal imbalance can also have other downstream effects. High cortisol levels tell your body to store fat, particularly around your midsection, that stubborn belly fat that seems so hard to lose. It can also interfere with other important hormones, including your thyroid and reproductive hormones, leading to a whole cascade of other health issues. Okay, let's circle back to your gut and digestive system. We mentioned the acid problem, but it gets more complicated. For many people, drinking coffee on an empty stomach can trigger immediate digestive distress. We're talking about uncomfortable bloating, gas, and a general feeling of upset. It can speed up the digestive process, sometimes leading to an urgent need to use the bathroom. If you already have a sensitive gut or suffer from conditions like irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, coffee on an empty stomach can be a major trigger for a flare-up. Over the long term, the constant irritation from excess acid can contribute to a condition called leaky gut. This is where the lining of your intestines becomes more permeable, allowing undigested food particles and toxins to pass into your bloodstream, which can trigger inflammation throughout your body. So, that morning cup might not just be causing temporary discomfort, it could be setting the stage for more chronic digestive and inflammatory problems down the line. Next up, let's talk about blood sugar and anxiety, because they are deeply connected. When you consume caffeine without any food, it can significantly impact your body's ability to manage blood sugar. Studies have shown that caffeine can temporarily reduce insulin sensitivity. This means your cells don't respond as well to insulin, the hormone that helps move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. As a result, your blood sugar can spike higher than it normally would. Your body then panics and overcompensates by releasing a flood of insulin, which causes your blood sugar to crash. This roller coaster of high and low blood sugar is a recipe for disaster. When your blood sugar crashes, you feel it. You might get intense sugar cravings, feel irritable or moody, what some people call hangry, and experience a sudden wave of fatigue and brain fog. It can also trigger a physical stress response, leading to feelings of anxiety and panic. It's a cruel cycle. You drink coffee to feel more awake and focused, but the resulting blood sugar crash actually makes you tired, foggy, and anxious. So, who is most at risk for these negative effects? While anyone can be affected, you are particularly vulnerable if you recognize yourself in any of these descriptions. Do you often wake up already feeling a little anxious or stressed? Do you feel shaky, jittery, or like your heart is racing after your morning coffee? Do you struggle with acid reflux or heartburn? Do you hit a wall of exhaustion in the mid-morning or early afternoon? Or have you been diagnosed with a hormonal imbalance like PCOS or have thyroid issues? If you answered yes to any of these, your body is likely sending you clear signals that your coffee habit needs a change. Your system is more sensitive, and that empty stomach coffee ritual is probably doing more harm than good. But as I promised at the beginning, there is good news. You do not have to give up coffee. You just need to change how and when you drink it. Here are the most effective strategies to drink coffee the right way. The number one most important rule is to drink your coffee after with your breakfast, never before. Having food in your stomach provides a crucial buffer against the acid and slows down the absorption of caffeine. This prevents the dramatic spikes in cortisol and blood sugar. What should that breakfast include? Make sure it has protein, healthy fats, and some fiber. Think eggs, avocado, Greek yogurt, or a smoothie with protein powder. These nutrients further slow caffeine absorption and provide sustained energy, preventing that dreaded crash. Another tip is to delay your first cup of coffee for about 60 to 90 minutes after you wake up. Remember how your cortisol is naturally highest in the morning. Waiting a bit allows your cortisol levels to start declining naturally before you introduce caffeine. This works with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it. You'll find you get a much smoother, more sustained energy boost without the jitters. If you're very sensitive to acid, you could also try switching to a Lacid coffee blend. Many brands now offer this, or consider starting your day with something gentler like green tea, which has less caffeine and contains L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes a feeling of calm focus. Then, have your coffee later with your meal. These simple adjustments can make a world of difference. It's not about deprivation. It's about being smarter and more in tune with your body. So there you have it. That daily ritual of drinking coffee on an empty stomach might seem small, but it can have a big impact on your energy, digestion, hormones, and mental health. By simply shifting when you have your coffee and making sure you have some food in your system first, you can turn this habit from a harmful one into a helpful one. You get to keep the energy and focus you love from coffee, without the anxiety, crashes, and gut irritation. Remember, small, consistent habits are what lead to huge improvements in your overall health. Drink smarter, and you'll live healthier. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more tips on how to feel your best. See you in the next one.